good evening, everybody. Good evening, Sky and Canada Cool, and Josie and Kathleen and Carter and Cosmic and Alexa and Shiv and Sarah Marie. Hello, Diary. Hello, Kat. Hello, Yumino. Pleasure to see you, buddy. Marissa, good to see you. Moonface, Mudslick, Amanda. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Happy Monday evening. Hello, Suan, Deb, Comatose, Puff. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here today. I appreciate you all. We haven't got a lot of content to catch up on today, so we're going to get to, because this is probably going to take about an hour. You got an hour for me? I hope so. We're going to start off with a health update from Chantal Marie, which was posted 15 hours ago, has under 7,000 views, and things aren't good in the land of boils. But I thought, ooh, what fun if I typed in the little search bar on Foodie's channel, if I just searched for health. What was the content that was going to come up? And 10 months ago, Chantal had an issue. Sorry, a new health issue revealed. Spoilers, it was diabetes. And also a breathing problem. So I thought we'd go back again 10 months ago and rewatch this content just to see if anything's changed. Spoilers, I don't think it has. I actually think it's worse. But, you know, we'll see. So we've got a little bit of a retro in today. How fun for us. May as well get started. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning. If you are coming back, I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Words. Just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what choices, choice about what we say, choice about what we put on the internet. Choices. Also fully understand that she has 2 community tab posts up at the moment. Did Ambies come back by any chance? Two posts up on Foodie's channel, which are not worth reading out because she should just go to the diabetes educator. Anyway, let's get to. We're here to read. Let's go. Have fun. I swear, if this audio is all over the place.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey there, Beezers.
Oh,
Want a personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special shout out? Or maybe you just have a pressing question for me you want answered. Oh,
Ambies is back? Oh, so it just went missing for a day. Interesting.
you have to do is request a personalized video or direct message from me on Cameo. It's super easy. Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope to hear from you. Bye.
Bye. Warning, this video contains gross medical stuff. Oh, so it's a piece of foodie content. Very good. Leander, thank you for the super chat, honey. Leander says, oh, a Monday night pulpy. Hello. Happy Monday. I hope you're well, love.
Hi guys. Hello guys. How are you? I'm here to provide you with a health update of sorts. I know
Brush Julia, please.
you've been waiting for that, a lot of you.
I have. I've been holding my breath to hear an update about Bertha.
Sorry for the delay. I've just been sleeping a lot, actually. And
Steven, it's been 3 days of crunchy boil nonsense.
which I usually do if I'm healing from something. Anything from a cold, a flu, to this, whatever it is, abscess, boil, whatever you want to call it.
Bertha. Her name's Bertha.
So what happened basically yesterday after my live stream, I'm gonna call it an abscess. It had
Not Burster.
gotten to the point where it was like very painful because of the pressure that was behind it. It was quite large, and there was a lot of
Girl, it's a giant infection. Get it seen to.
fluid buildup. And yeah, by the way, if you're grossed out by things like this, just a warning, you might not want to listen to this because it's pretty gross.
Bursty Bertha. There you go. Now we're thinking.
So basically, and I'm not on camera because I don't feel like getting all ready and everything. I'm just like, yeah, on my bed.
We can hear it. It's the heavy breathing.
Just, yeah, draining and everything. So anyway.
Oh, I think she meant like draining as in the energy, not as in fluids. But don't worry, we'll get there.
Yeah, I know, nasty. So basically, after I got off live, I said I was going to go to the hospital because it wasn't draining on its own and it was very painful. And
No, we're talking draining.
You know, could become infected. So, but almost like not long after I got off live, like I had a shower, like a warm shower, and to get like ER fresh, you know.
That phrase right there, not ER fresh. Girl, Like, surely there is a clinic open that you can go to. Why are we having... I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of Chantal, the unmanaged, untreated type 2 diabetic with a tennis ball sized boil on the inside of her... I was going to say gooch. That's not right. Groin. Not the gooch. It's the gunt, the groin, and the gooch. They're different. Look, we don't need to play shapes. I don't understand why we're not going to a clinic as opposed to going to a hospital emergency room. Like, not entertaining. Stop. I get it. It's a serious, like, it's dangerous, but if Chantal's already gone, like, 2 days growing Bertha, like, why did we not just book into a clinic? Very confused.
It popped.
Oh!
I don't know if it was, like, the warm water or what, but, like, because I did have a shower earlier.
It popped. It popped. It popped!
Earlier that day. You know, I took more frequent showers in the hot water in hopes that that would, like, weaken the skin barrier and it would pop on its own, just to get some relief.
How does a hot shower weaken the skin barrier? I mean, I get the idea that, like, steam and hot water will open the pores, so is that the same concept as a boil or an abscess? Like, if there's a hair follicle there, you plan to open it on up and just let it leak? Honey, thank you for the super sticker, hun. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Coco, you did not miss boil talk. We are here. She polished the boil. Ah. Right. Interesting.
Relief, you know, from the pressure buildup. But yeah, it did pop. It was just like, okay, like, now's the time.
Oh.
And
I'm gonna like, I know I looked up Dr. Pimple Popper and stuff before, but I just want to see if YouTube's got like a popping, not pooping, popping boil. High pressure abscess popped. Oh, fun. This is 17 seconds.
Check out this abscess pop.
Okay, I didn't expect the voiceover, but right. I'm not... Look, I'm gonna watch it, and you guys can just listen. I don't know what this background... Oh, it's like a needle with a hole in it. Oh, ew. That's not popped. That's leak.
Oh, it came out the top.
Oh, gag. This is... Okay, I'm gonna do a Poppy tells a story poorly. Alright, so it's this person who's laying down with their arm up, and they've got an abscess, what looks to be under their underarm. And they're putting a needle into the abscess that has, like, that's hollow, and at the end, some creamy goop came out.
High pressure abscess.
I can feel it dripping.
So,
Oh, now it's dripping. Ah! Oh, no! Ah! Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. Oh, it's like whole egg mayonnaise coming out an armpit. No. Oh. I wasn't ready. Oh, they did use betadine though, so that's good. Great. So now I'm envisioning that situation happening on the inside of Chantal's groin. I love that. I love that so much for us.
this is going to be so disgusting. Just like all of this purple. There was no white. It was just like purple.
Purple. Purple. That's my favorite color. Why? Why would a boil be purple? I can only see... Look, everyone... Guys, just don't YouTube popping boils. Why is it purple though? Oh, here's Dr. Pimple Popper. Shh. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh wow, this one's...
couldn't remove this, but once...
Oh, that's like a volcano. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something. I'm not going to play it. Don't yell at me. Yumino, thank you for the super chat. Yumino says, trolling yourself like this is peak hobby. It really is. I didn't expect it to, like, gush. Just... okay, so for those of you who are a little bit squeamish, turn away now. I'm not gonna show you the actual video clip. I'm just gonna put the image on the screen so you can all see it, because this looks like it's on, like, the back or shoulder blade of someone, and it's pretty big. Like, that's at least, like, a gobstopper size big. I'm gonna close my eyes now. Okay, everyone, close your eyes if you're not into the goopity gag of it all. Right, so this is Hi, Dr. Pimple Popper. Hi, how are you? This is this. Do you see this? Do you see this? That's what is on Chantal's crotch. Oh my god. Oh Lord Jesus. Like, that's someone's hand. Look at that. Look at that. Look, love her. What is that? That's like a barnacle. That's so big. I'm pretty sure Chantel's is bigger too. Yeah, Bertha was the right name. Okay. Alright, chat, if you're squeamish, you can open your eyes again. It's okay, we're back to Julia's face. It's fine. It did have an eye. Gag. Gag. Gag.
Reddish purple fluid. That
I don't see, I mean, I see white. I see like a margarine color. Cream. Oh, God, cream. I don't know where the purple's coming from, girl. Doesn't purple mean that the infection's like mixing with your blood? Wouldn't that be a concern for like a blood infection or something? It was staring into my soul. Cat's Away, thank you for the super chat. Cat's Away says, I need to go pet my dog now. Excuse me. Please say hi for us. Thank you for the super chat. Purple's a blood infection. That's what I was thinking. Like, normally you don't want those two things to mix. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
just poured out of it. It was like...
Stop with the creamy emotes. That is quite possibly one of the most useful emotes we've got in this chat.
It was disgusting. It was a lot of fluid, and
I don't want to drink.
it was disgusting. Like, the smell is like as if turnips were rotting and festering in the sun for like a week straight. It's
What does that smell like? What? I'm gonna need to find a turnip and get it rotten. By the way, chat, first of all, before we get on to rotten turnips, thank you all so much for reminding me across multiple platforms about my sourdough starter. I started it up again yesterday. So far, Jiggly's got bubbles. We're happy. But we'll see. We've got another like 4 or 5 days to get through. So thank you for that. Second of all, what does a rotting turnip smell like? Like, I'm familiar with a rotting potato. Is it similar?
disgusting. I can't describe it. It's like a pungent, purulent, very decaying, gross, disgusting smell.
Right, so you smell like you're rotting. That's what I'm getting.
So I stayed in the shower and just let it drain a bit. Then
So when she told us the boil story from the first time she went to Thailand, she said that they got into the hotel room and it just started leaking onto the floor, rip. But that there were like bits falling off of it. Isn't that necrosis? Like, when your skin falls off from an infection, that's rot. Like, is she a melty, rotten marshmallow at this point? Is that what's happening here? I think she's a ferret. Good to see. I agree. I think things are going to start falling off. And I thought it would be, like, limb-related, but now it's just, like, sloughs of rotting skin. That's not good. That's not good at all.
got out, I didn't have anything.
A crotch rot?
So I put some paper towel, and that got soaked up pretty quick. Like I added a lot, and it still got soaked up.
I don't understand. Okay, someone's going to have to explain this to me. Medical scientists and all professionals in the chat, please feel free to let me know. She's saying that it was really painful because there was a lot of pressure built up behind it. From the Dr. Pimple Popper video and from the short that I exposed myself to, it seems like there needs to be an impact site in a boil or abscess for the fluid to actually be released. Does that happen naturally? I thought the whole idea of a boil or abscess was that the infection exists and then the white blood cells attack everything, and that's the pus, and then it all kind of settles down once the infection's cleared out of the system, and you don't actually need to, like, it doesn't, like, burst. It's not like someone's chest from Alien. It's not what... I didn't... I didn't think that's how that worked. It doesn't add up, Bella. I didn't think... Not the substance final scene. They can pop by themselves. Nothing's adding up. I didn't think... Because they're often so deep under the skin, right? Like, that barnacle one we were looking at was real, like, craterous. Yeah, okay.
So...
Oh, hi, Asper. Say hi for me, Ingborg. Thank you.
I didn't go
A gun burst it. God damn it.
to the hospital that night because I'm not going to go into the hospital smelling like that and everything, like, gross me out. So I would rather honestly die. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Like, it was just, I'm not going to go when it's still draining, so...
You guys think she poked her with an insulin needle? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that thought came to mind yesterday. That's horrifying.
In the morning, Salah took me to the clinic, not the hospital.
Oh. And yeah, again, that made more sense.
And they, looked at it, they cleaned it up better. We got a bunch of sterile bandages, like, just like huge pieces of sterile gauze. And then when it's draining less, like, you just pack it with the gauze.
How? Okay. I have been meaning to ask about this phrase for a really hot minute, because ever since I heard about Pete's having to blow dry and pack her previous boil back in the villa, Albert, how big does a boil get that it needs to be packed with gauze? Because that seems wild. A Bartholin cyst, which would need to be assessed by a doctor. Oh, I see. Yuck, yuck. Interesting. Okay. But, like, that's got to be a big, like, I don't know how to, like, missing hunk of flesh if you're having to pack it with gauze.
Not pack the wound inside because it's actually not, there's not, like, a hole. So it's just, yeah, it's
So we're not packing anything. What are you talking about? Revy, thank you for the super chat, honey. Revy says exactly what I wanted to wake up to, a boil story. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, honey. Thank you for the support. I hope you have a great day.
It's like, how do I explain it? There's no hole, so, like, they don't have to pack it. And right. This abscess in this area has never had to be packed, so...
Christy says, if it's that putrid, it sounds like gangrene or just dead tissue. A cyst has a sac that becomes full. A boil is more like a pimple. I reckon it was a cyst.
Like that. I did have some abscesses before that needed to be packed, but this one, no. So anyway,
Girl, I do not understand. The fact that we're going to go back and rewatch some content from 10 months ago where you were talking about health concerns. I get it. I get boils and abscesses and infections and stuff happen, but I do not understand. I do not understand. One, why we know this. Oh my God, could something be private, please? Two, what?
Basically, I'm on some oral antibiotics, and I just have to, keep it very clean with soap and water. Then, use the dressings.
It was a cyst. Hey, Gloating. Good to see you, hon.
And... yeah, it's, that's about it. And then take the antibiotics. And if I feel bad and I have a fever or anything like that, how they tell you, return to the hospital. Maybe I'll need something else. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really have much else to say. Um,
Yeah, see, now I'm curious as to whether she actually went to the clinic or not. I don't know. I wouldn't really believe that until I saw some antibiotics. And even then, there's the whole pharmacy, like, side conversation going on there.
like, I have pretty much.
I mean, hell, the cyst might not even exist.
It was like when it popped, it was
Exist.
almost like instant relief. It was just, I feel a lot better in terms of that, but the area is still pretty sore. As it's going to heal, of course it's going to be a bit sore, but uh, so, and the nurses actually said that, like, these are not uncommon in Kuwait because of how hot it is, and that can happen. Like, I don't know, it's not really that hot here, so for me, I don't think this was the case. I think
No, I think this had everything to do with a myriad of other medical concerns.
my diabetes might just be a complication of my diabetes
Yeah, I think so.
as well, and also
Oh, it's Kuwait's fault.
just
Well, she got them in Thailand and Canada as well, so...
maybe, I don't know, friction from what I wear sometimes. It could be like from shaving, they said. It could be like, but
Oh god, why would you put that image in there?
typically, people with diabetes, they do get these abscesses, unfortunately, but more easily.
You have a sky-high blood sugar. I do not understand why you haven't addressed that.
So yeah, I'm just letting it drain out still. It's still draining. Like,
How is it still draining? What time of day is this? It's like a faucet. We don't call them faucets. We call them taps. Jenny, thank you for being here for 3 months, honey. Jenny says, farewell, Bertha. We hardly knew you. Well, you know what? Considering it's Foodie and all of that, I mean, Bertha might come back. Round 2. Ding, ding.
I have to change these. I'm taking like 2
Brandon.
showers. I'm going to be taking 2 showers a day, but I already took one. I'm about to go take another shower.
Okay, but that doesn't really help when you don't wash below the waist. Chantal doesn't wash below the waist. Words from her mouth.
Put fresh gauze. It's the only way I don't feel icky.
The drip dry probably doesn't help with that situation either, huh? Like, fresh, sterile gauze and bandages probably... Look. Shut up, Zach. Not, obviously, they're gonna get pissed on. Coming straight to mind. Never mind. Shh. Shh. Don't worry. Shh.
And, I'm just pretty, like...
I'm assuming that the hickory smoked barbecue sauce piss sludge is not sterile.
Don't have really good energy. As for my blood sugars, my blood sugars were higher when I had the abscess. So, like, right after it burst and I had a shower and everything, I laid down and I took my blood sugar reading, and this was like on fasting, and it was like 16.5 mmol. And which I don't know with the other conversion it is, but it's easy to Google anyway if you're really that interested.
Oh, what was that? Sorry?
Shower and everything, I laid down and I took my blood sugar reading, and this was like on fasting, and it was like 16.5 mmol.
That's insane. That's insane. Guys, that's insane.
And
how do you have a fasted blood sugar of 16? How the fuck? How is that possible? Did someone replace her blood with, like, orange juice? No, that's not right. I was thinking back to Gushers, like that liquid sugar. 16, that's crazy.
Which I don't know with the other conversion it is, but it's easy to Google anyway if you really...
Is that bad? That's triple what it should be. It's more than triple what it should be, considering she's taking insulin and metformin. How do you even do that? Is that pancreas even working anymore? I got some questions. Maya, thank you for the super chat, honey. Maya says the vessel is dispensing its own gravy. Sweet gravy. Thanks, honey.
If you're really that interested. But 16 is high. Like, a normal person without diabetes would have maybe a reading of 5 when fasting. So...
I mean, maybe even lower when fasting. That's crazy behavior. Anna, thank you for the super chat, honey. Anna says, gaping buttholes for Big Bertha the Boil. Smelling that apartment must be even more awful. Poor Julia. Yeah, pour one out for Julia. Poor dear. Thanks.
Yeah, it's more than triple. It was bad. And
Pulpy, to answer your question, one has a note. One says, with all the medicine she's on, her top sugar must be around 24, 25, then drop to 16.5. And that's where it was the last time she went into the doctor's office and they had to keep her overnight, remember? Or she went into the clinic or the hospital, whichever one it was. She said she had a blood sugar of 23 and they were like, you can't leave, that's way too high. What are you eating, girl? Honestly, like, what are you consuming to get your blood sugars that fucking high? Because even with the mukbangs and stuff, like, she's got to be, like, mainlining Twixes or something. That's crazy behavior.
And so, I was like, oh no, you know? But my blood sugar tends to be higher when I'm fighting some kind of infection. Like, whenever I had that kidney infection...
God, you've always got a fucking infection. Liver, kidneys, other... Like, there's always something going on with you. You're not escaping that. Oh my God.
And I was in the hospital. My blood sugars were like 24, 25, and they were like not letting me out of the hospital until...
Juice. She's been drinking. It's juice and full sugar sodies. That's what it is.
They went down, so they had to give me like a series of insulin. I haven't had my insulin today yet. I usually take that in the evening, but I'm actually super happy that, you know, I did, I took, so basically I had to eat, because I was like, I don't know, like, I'm like really hungry, like more than usual, but not
Maybe she forgot to take her unicity, that's right.
for like junk.
She forgot to offset the carbs today.
The thought of junk, like when I'm sick, it just makes me feel sick, obviously, because your body's telling you, like, give me nutrients to help heal, so...
Oh yeah, Bearman, I have no doubt that her being sick, her sugars are higher, but like, Foodie seems to be, like, relegating a 14 to 18 blood sugar reading every time she talks about it. Like, I physically do not understand how you can be on those medications and still, like, there must be like a major issue with the pancreas and or the other bodily functions, or like she's just drinking sugar.
I had some like lentil soup and some mahashi, which is stuffed vegetables with rice.
Cruella, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe she's not consistently taking her insulin or her metformin. That wouldn't surprise me. She's not great at consistency.
And I know rice, but I was just like, that's what I was feeling. You know, like, I'm like, I need mahashi. I need stuffed vegetables. So I ate a plate of that and some lentil soup. And then I took my metformin and I had a nap. I woke up a few hours later and I checked my blood sugar.
She needs chrysanthemum.
And it was 11.
She needs to get those marigolds back.
mmol. So, blood sugar, and it was 11 mmol. Right. So, that's like 5 points down, which is really, that helps, you know.
That's still really high. How do your sugars go down after you eat? Lentils, girl, carbs.
So, yeah, that's still elevated, obviously, but when you're diabetic, you're not going to have normal blood sugar levels.
They may not, but they are manageable and they are noticeable to a point. Like, it doesn't make any sense that your blood sugar would drop after having carbohydrates. What is going on? What is going on? You need to go be studied. Not you, Julia. You're precious. But Chantal, get in a bed somewhere.
But they should be lower than that, like, you know, so, but, excuse me, yeah, that's what I had, that's what I did, and that's what my blood sugars are now. So now I'm, like, so hungry again, and, after my nap, and I'm going to have some, basically, I ordered half...
Maybe she took collagen and walked 20 minutes.
...of a grilled chicken, like, just a half of a rotisserie chicken.
Oh, dear.
And it has like no sauce or anything on it, and a fattoush salad, which is just dressed with olive oil and lemon juice. So
pita chips.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm having. I'm trying really hard.
Oh, she should go on Glitter and Lasers podcast. I agree, Josie. Let's manifest that.
To not eat sugars. Especially like added sugars and stuff like that.
Carbohydrates, dear. Say the word. Carbohydrates.
I would
It's not just about the sugars. It is a lot about the sugars, but carbohydrates turn into sugars.
say like low carb, but I did have like stuffed rice stuffed vegetables, but I don't know, it just you know, I'm trying to just not eat as much. Like they don't stuff the vegetables with like a ton of rice, so
Grilled fish, salad. Boom, bang, done.
maybe that's
Like one meal, girl. One meal without a carbohydrate would not fucking kill you.
why I don't know. But yeah, I'm just really trying to watch it now, pretty much. So I don't know, eventually when I feel a bit better, I'll, you know, put together a better meal plan and stuff like that and try to stick to it because I'm just so over feeling like crap. Now, I always say this every time I get sick, and then eventually I just forget that I was sick
And then you just get sick again.
and go back to my old ways. I don't know what to say about that.
Girl, weren't you eating ranch dip pizza in a mukbang like 3 days ago? And then a day before that, you'd uploaded a Taco Bell mukbang that you were regretful over and pulled it down and said, I'm not doing this content anymore. I give it 3 days until our next mukbang.
Can
Probably 2.
say is addiction is a real bitch. But regardless, I have to find the
Oh, Ingborg asked, Poppy, when you do chicken and broccoli, how do you prep it? Seasoning, I want to try. Broccoli I keep pretty standard. Sometimes I'll sprinkle some, like, I'll do salt and nutritional yeast. That's, like, my favorite. Or you can make a nutritional yeast sauce with, like cashew milk or nut milk, which is really good. It's really simple. Look it up. It's amazing. If you want, like, cheesy broccoli, I'm okay with just, like, steamed broccoli. It's, and salt. It's delicious. I love salt. As for chicken, you can do it, like, there's a million different ways to do it. I did like a garlic and herb yogurt dressing, and then I just like baked the chicken breast with no seasoning and then put some sauce on it, and it was delicious.
strength in me, you know.
So many ways.
So, anyways, that's another story for another time, another topic. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to let you guys know because I know a lot of you were worried
Ooh, oyster sauce and garlic, another classic. Honey soy sauce, very good.
about me.
Oh, what did I make the other day? It was really simple, but it had chili crisp on top, and let me tell you, I'm a slut for chili crisp.
So, anyways, that's another story for another time, another topic. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to let you guys know because I know a lot of you were worried about me.
No.
You know, knock on wood, but I'm on the mend.
You know what, it's like $4.50 a jar, and I go through a jar in like 5 days. I probably consume too much salt, but it is real good. Gloating, thank you for being here for 32 months, and thank you for showing your wieners. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day.
Hopefully, and yeah, just feeling a bit tired, so worn out, probably from the pain, but that's about it, guys. So thanks for listening, thanks for your well wishes and everything, and your concern, and I will see you guys when I'm feeling a bit better. Bye.
Okay, bye. Alright, chat, we're gonna jump back in time. So again, if you're not here for a little bit of a retro, that's totally fine. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for catching up. Thank you for all of the terrible mayonnaise stories. We're going to go back in time 10 months ago, where Chantal created 2 pieces of content that were focused primarily around exploiting her poor health, entitled I Have a New Health Problem and Weigh In, and New Health Issue Revealed. We'll be watching this at 1.5 times speed. Have fun for us. Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I literally woke up not long ago and weighed myself, so here's my weigh-in.
Oh, what's this? 347 lbs. I don't know. Did she weigh in recently? I'm sure she did. Is this an April and May thing? This is 27th of April. She says 347 lbs. She weighed in recently. Wasn't she like 338? Girl, what is happening?
I have a huge glass of lemon water. I just woke up craving it. I don't even know why, but
I have to turn her up. Sorry. She's 163 kgs now, she says. Oh. Okay. So we've gone up 6 kilos.
Dehydrated, I guess.
Right. So just same old, really.
That's good. I put a whole lemon.
That does not look like her face now. That does not look like her face now.
Am I guilty of sometimes passing out without washing my face before I pass out? Yes. So I'll go wash my face. I'm gonna go shower, actually.
Farah, goddammit. Farah said she's losing weight because of the necrotic boils sloughing off her. We figured it out. That's it. We figured it out.
Soon. So, you saw my weigh-in there. I have no idea how I weigh that. I think I'm lighter than the last time. I was 157, maybe?
She's like Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. Is it Majin Buu who, like, pulls bits and pieces off of himself? Yeah, I think so. Big purple dude. Purple, pink, sorry.
Kilos? I have to check. But, like, I have no idea how that's possible. The only thing I can think is maybe the swimming is working. It, like, doesn't feel like exercise. It just feels like...
Oh, we were swimming 10 months ago. What a time.
It's fun, you know? And, like, you feel a little burn, like, if you're treading water too long or if I'm swimming too long without touching the ground, but, like...
Accidentally throwing, like, wet fabric over your head.
Overall, it's just, like... nothing. So it doesn't feel like exercise whatsoever. And that's the kind of...
Oh, Magenta, 100% she looks a lot less bloated in this 10 months ago.
exercise I feel like I need right now, you know. As the thumbnail says, I do have a new health issue that is being taken care of. I'm on another medication now. I don't
Yay!
want to say what it is,
We know.
and I don't want to talk about it right now. Maybe down the line, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it right now. I just don't want to talk about it.
It's metformin.
I'm just feeling like, you know, I just don't want to talk about it, I guess. I don't know.
It's a good thing you made this piece of content, dear. It took one day for her to come back online and talk about it.
Not ready for the world to know
This was the medical mystery teaser.
certain things. So, I'm this way because I'm very tired and I'm just up, but I wanted to do a weigh-in and just see. I opened my agenda and I felt sad because I have all these goals, and you know, we were getting hyped up watching travel vlogs and things, and I realized, like,
It's been almost 12 months. You haven't done shit.
where we're going to be traveling.
We have been listening to her for at least a year, probably closer to 2 years, realistically, being like, you guys, I'm just getting really inspired by travel vlogs. I can't wait to travel with my loophole husband. Oh my god, we're gonna make so much content. We went to Thailand for 6 weeks because we got locked out of Kuwait. Go! Get a wriggle on! Waddle on? Whatever.
I'm going to be needing to walk so much. I did what I could in Thailand, but the trip would have been so much more enjoyable if I was in shape. Even for in shape people, where we're going is tough.
Locked out, I think, was the appropriate phrase. They were there for 6 weeks. They only planned to be there for 2.
But I won't back down. No, I won't back down. So yeah.
God, what a waste of a video. Doohickey, thank you for the super chat, honey. Doohickey says, notice the colour the couch used to be. It does not look like that now. Old couch? No, old couch was blue couch.
When you health problem.
Oh, no, that's so dusty.
And I just feel defeated, I guess, a little bit. And I'm gonna have to try very, very hard to pick myself up today and clean my depression kitchen. Eat something good for me.
Possibly Lee. I can see
I'm
that.
really confused about my way in. Like, how the swimming? And yeah, if you're like new here, if you're wondering, I don't show myself on the camera when I weigh in. At least not now, just because, like, I don't want to have to get all dressed. This is, like, I don't know, it's heavy. Like, it's not heavy material, but you know what I mean. I just want to go, step on, undressed, and see how much I weigh, which is the way most people do it, I think. And I cannot show you my body, so that's how I do it. Like,
That's fine, we've seen enough, girl.
to show you the
That's
result. Which, if you're worried about any dishonesty, I've proven that I do weigh in accurately, because when I've been weighing in with my scale,
At this point in time, the numbers on the scale make no sense at all to me. I need a biometric scale. I need to know how much muscle mass, what the bone density is. Like, that will help me understand a little bit more, because at the moment, it doesn't add up.
Versus when I weighed in at the doctor, they were the same. So, I don't have any reason to lie about my weight. I'm only cheating myself doing that. And if I really wanted to lie about my weight, I would probably say that I'm 200 pounds, not 350, 60, 70, whatever. You know? I don't think I could get away with that, though, saying I'm 200 pounds. Imagine. There was a time that I was that. I don't even remember. The smallest I remember being is 295. 295. And I was working out a lot at the gym and suffering. No pain, no gain, right? That's literally...
Yeah, I definitely don't think she had the leaky eyes here, Liz.
True.
Oh, sorry, Liz.
Change is painful, but so is staying the same, and I have to keep telling myself that every day. Do you want to keep being unhealthy? Do you want to live to be, I don't know, 45, 50? Or do you want to live to be, you know, maybe 70, 80? Depends. 90? Who knows? Only God knows. But it's up to me to be responsible for my health.
Aha. Well, 10 months later, look at where we are. Bertha came to visit.
And accountable for that, so I am going to try to make today a completely healthy day. I want to see if I can do like at least a whole day of just like taking care of myself and not binge eating, not eating processed junk food, too much sugar, which by the way is horrifyingly dangerous for somebody with type 2 diabetes.
Really? You don't say.
For some reason, and I have to do it. I have to do it now. Like, you know, travel is going to be coming up, and I'm going to be like majorly screwed, and I can't just wait around for like
What travel happened after this?
all kinds of treatment and things. Yes, I can like get help and
Not couples travel.
stuff like that in the meantime, but I have to like take the bull by the horns and literally start somewhere and keep it up, because otherwise, like, it's, you know, I don't have a lot of time. I feel like I don't have a lot of time to diddle doddle around and keep
Not diddle dobble.
saying, okay, this is the last hurrah, this is the last hurrah. I know this video was like bleak and kind of depressing, but hopefully, inshallah, that will change and future videos will be better. And I can be like, guys, I'm going on a dream vacation to challenge myself.
That still hasn't happened.
And do something different and take you guys traveling. You know, that's just like a dream of mine.
Not happening, Chantal. Chop chop, let's go. What about that nice little island that you said you were going to go back to?
I know my previous video I was like thinking I'm agoraphobic. I guess I'm not if I can leave my house.
Oh, you are full of fucking shit.
This is what, you know, people were saying, but... And if I can travel across the world to Kuwait, that's a good point. I don't know. I'm just ignorant, I guess, in some ways. But I need a health arc. I need a health arc. Maybe I'll start a support group on Facebook or something. I don't know. There's got to be people dealing with this that also are feeling lonely about it, you know? So, yeah. I need a good health routine.
It is fun to go back in time and watch all of these things and think, wow, Chantal really just talks and does nothing.
And me and routine, you know, it's like oil and water. So, but I need to do it. It's like it's one of the main things keeping me from succeeding in life, you know, in my own personal life. So, anyway, I just thought I would come on here and open the camera. I just was feeling a certain way, feeling a bit down, even though my weigh-in is, you know, I thought I was going to be like up there because I haven't been eating healthy. I've been eating a lot on certain days.
Chantal will probably do this when she comes back online as well and be like, oh my god, I'm a skinny legend. I'm stepping back on the scale after having my boil popped. And you guys, I'm down weight, but the reality is like unexplained weight loss for someone like Chantal is kind of big red flag. Big red flag.
Binge eating, I don't even know. I need to keep track. Like, I need to journal when it happens, how I feel, what I eat, which is what therapy has told me in the past, you know? Stay hydrated.
Are we still lying about attending therapy, or Chantal, or has that fallen by the wayside?
People with type 2 diabetes need to be extra hydrated, especially if you're on like medication like metformin and stuff like that.
There it is.
Because you're more prone to kidney problems.
Oh, Key, this is a piece of content from 10 months ago. We're just doing a rewatch to see whether or not anything actually changed. Spoilers.
Not. So, yay. Like, I don't want to treat my body this way anymore, you know? I'm so grateful to have a life, to be part of this world, you know, alhamdulillah, and I don't want to waste it. I know, like, there's, like, I feel like there's just, like, a wall surrounding me, and just at the other side, if I can figure out how to break that wall, there's, like, an amazing life, a healthy life. Health is wealth, no matter how much money you have in life.
Well, that's a sore topic at the moment as well, actually.
Means nothing if you can't do anything, if you're not healthy, if you're just gonna like ruin your body, ruin your health, you know? So anyway.
Hey, Oceana. Yes, good recommendation. She would never.
I remember reading somewhere that going from having an eating disorder, like binge eating and
Burster is very close to Worcester one.
food addiction,
I think we can make that a sound like.
and you know, changing to a healthier lifestyle, it's a grieving process, which I never thought of. Like, I thought that was weird. Like, I only ever associated grieving with like a loss of a person, but it can also be a loss of an emotional crutch you've been using for 30 years or well, 25, probably at least 20 something years.
God, these are literally just words.
So maybe even younger, maybe 30 years. You know, when I think about being a child, like I've told you guys many times about the stories about comfort foods and stuff. So yeah, you can totally grieve the loss of food in your life. You feel like there's nothing there to hold on to, you know,
Oh my God, get therapy, girl. Chat, we're skipping into the next piece of content, which is the follow-up the next day. New health issues revealed. It'll still be sad, Chantal, but at least we'll get through it quicker. Have fun for us. Let's go!
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to another video. So this video is actually going to be...
Lottie, hello. Yes, this is we went back in time to compare Chantal's latest health update from 10 months ago to see whether or not anything had changed. Spoilers! Not really. But you did miss out on whole egg mayonnaise talk.
About my previous video, and I'm doing a lemon mukbang. The pleasure and the pain. If my skin looks like oily, it's because I haven't been moisturizing my face like I should be. So I put like I bought a moisturizer, about 2 moisturizers from Lush. One I use regularly.
This was when the plaque was on the other side. By the way, chat, we agreed that the original plaque was fully just a counterfeit, right? Good.
The Skin's Shangri-La, and if you know Lush, you know that's one of the best ones, for sure. So I haven't really been using it. Like, I go through bouts where I just don't care about my skincare routine. So now I care, and I know that sounds so weird. If you're not inside my...
Everyone said yes.
Yeah, you probably will never get it. I'm trying my best to make you guys understand, but so I use this other moisturizer, Peace.
Bye,
because
Tracy.
it
Have a
has
good one.
cocoa butter, almond, and aloe, and I don't know, I just like I find it a bit too heavy and not greasy, but just heavy, that cocoa butter heaviness to use as like an everyday moisturizer. So I actually use it as a moisturizing mask, so I don't really waste it, like a kind of an overnight mask, or just a mask when I'm not going to be putting on makeup and I'm just going to be staying at home. So yeah.
Oh, not the boiled juice one.
Now, yesterday I did a video where I said I had a new health problem, and I didn't really want to talk about what it was. There's just some times where I feel like more vulnerable and like I don't want to talk about certain personal things. It's not that I'm trying to like clickbait you guys.
That's exactly what this was. Chantal knows that Chantal's health is interesting to like the majority of the audience who watches her.
You know,
because it's wild.
Because I did have a new health issue, but I didn't really just want to talk about it. It's not something like, it's something that could potentially be serious, but it's not like right now super serious, as long as I really start taking care of myself. So, and
is it a boil?
This is the thing, like it's just like, I feel like just health-wise, everything's just crumbling down, and I'm not coming on here, to ask for sympathy. I'm just here
and here we are 10 months later. It's just as bad, if not worse. Nothing has improved.
To share my personal experiences in life, good and bad, and regardless of the reception of them, basically. So probably drink a lot of water in between. There's quite a few new people that are watching me now. I see a lot of comments. I'm new here. So in case actually, a lot of my videos are privated, my old ones, so you can't really go back and see like the health journey from the beginning in a lot of ways. So basically,
which is a shame because it is interesting.
I'll just give you like a recap of
she cured diabetes, don't you know?
My health issues, and then I'll explain what's wrong with me now. So, where do I even start? So I'll just start with like obesity related illnesses. I don't want to get into like my whole health history, but currently
Oh, I love playing this game. This is let's name all of the comorbidities that Chantal has told us she has.
Illnesses I have that are related to my morbid obesity.
Starting from the top, brain mold. That's something different though. Leaky eyes. Also diabetic retinopathy, more than likely. There's probably some other stuff happening all up in that side of things, but we won't delve too deeply in it. We've got an enlarged heart. We've got double pulmonary embolisms in our lungs. We've got kidney function issues, a severe extreme non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a 29 centimeter liver. What else is good? Pancreas is under the pump. What else is going on? Clots, not great. We've been told many a time about bladder infections and UTIs and all of that business, which probably had something to do with the high sugar levels of the urine, but I'm not a professional, so what would I know? Sleep apnea, asthma, that's both lung related. Oh, the lungs are not good. Yeah.
So I have sleep apnea, which I've had for years now.
Lottie, honestly, the only changes that have occurred, it's just worse. Everything just got worse.
I don't even know how many years
Oh yeah, she had the clubbing in her hands as well. Man, things are not good.
I would have to think, and my brain's not braining, so it's been years.
Glass foot.
Since I've had that. Had the whole sleep study done, which is horrible, by the way. I don't know, like when I'm forced to sleep at a certain time, it just doesn't work for me. So, so that was interesting. But I got diagnosed with sleep apnea. How I knew
sciatica, that's the other one.
I had sleep apnea. I get asked that a lot. Was actually my mother noticed. Wow, my eyes look bloodshot.
Well, at least they're not leaking.
Yeah, I'm just tired. So some weird noises going on. I hope they're not too distracting. So I went to a cabin with my family. My grandfather rented a cabin when he came down from Florida, and the whole family stayed there. This was years ago. You know,
this is the story of when she first got told she might have sleep apnea.
Maybe in 2018, 2017, 2018. I was always tired because I wasn't getting good sleep, and I would wake up. One indicator was I would wake up with pounding headaches. I would wake up in the night, just like choking, and I wouldn't know why. And then one time I fell asleep on the sofa, like sitting up, even with my mom was there, and she's like, you know, cutie, you're like, you know, you need to get like sleep apnea assessment because you're like keep waking up and like gasping for air. So until I had my sleep study, I would sleep like propped up on the couch in my apartment, and yeah, it was not fun. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So finally, when I had my CPAP machine,
like if you're sitting upright, you probably know that something's not right. Come on now, girl.
It was like, it was like a relief, you know. I could sleep well, and I've had it since. So I have sleep apnea, and if you don't get that rectified, it's very dangerous. It increases your blood pressure, and it's not, you have to get it treated eventually because it can lead to like heart problems and sometimes death if I'm left untreated. So then a few years ago, I also
she did tell us she had IBS at one point in time, Bella.
Had pulmonary embolisms, which I've had twice. The first time I just noticed a lot of chest pain, and like that went into my back and like in the lung area. And I was like so short of breath, more than usual. I couldn't even, and I just like, you know, couldn't do anything without, like walking a few steps, I would be so out of breath, and more than usual. So I went to the hospital, and they did a blood test and found, like, it's called a D-dimer test, and they found that I did have blood clots, and They did a CT scan and they found I did have blood clots. I had some pulmonary embolism in my lung. So they
Not
put
the
me on
leaky
warfarin,
part.
Coumadin, and which is for people who are overweight the most effective option. But I had to get regular blood tests, INR tests, which were a pain until I bought my own machine. But before that, I had to go to the lab. Like I think it was like I don't remember, every week maybe. And so I asked to be put on another medication. So they put me on another medication at my request. Then they did warn me about the potential issues, but they thought there would be a chance it would be okay. Because there's a risk of, if you're put on a medication, like a certain like for people over a certain weight, mostly only Coumadin will work. So they put me on a different one where I wouldn't have to have the test done anymore, but the pulmonary embolism came back because it wasn't working. The medication wasn't working, so I went back.
God, the flippant way you don't give a shit about your health is crazy behavior. Imagine having like a pulmonary embolism and then getting a second one and just not giving a shit.
The Coumadin.
Making absolutely no lifestyle changes to like avoid getting a third. Lucky enough you got through the first two, girl. You're not aiming for 3.
So, which I'm not on anymore. I know a lot of people are gonna think that's so dumb and risky, because they did like test in my legs to see like where the deep vein thrombosis, like to see if it was caused by a deep vein thrombosis, basically a blood clot in my legs or something. So they scanned my legs. It didn't originate from there, so they're not really sure where. But you are at a very high risk of developing blood clots if you are sedentary and if you are overweight. So that's another thing I had. So then
you are still both of those things, just as a note.
I recently was diagnosed in 2023. Was it 2023? It was like recently diagnosed with diabetes. I've had really high blood sugar for a long time, so I've probably had the diabetes for a long time. So I have that, type 2. So yeah, those are currently the obesity-related illnesses that I have.
Enlarged heart?
Tests were done. So, and I got diagnosed with that here in Kuwait. I saw a doctor, and
I was also diagnosed with it the first and second time in Canada.
They
cured the second one.
Through like urinalysis.
The first one she just stopped talking about.
This, you know, they do a urinalysis panel and blood work.
She also might have forgotten.
Found a high level of protein in my urine. So my kidneys.
Beefy piss. Oh my god. Memories are flooding back.
You know, the beginning of having issues with my kidneys, which is common with people with type 2. I was told to drink a lot of water, especially with the medication for diabetes I was taking.
Drink your water, girlies.
And that brings me now to recently I've noticed like a very high increase in urination, like just always needing to urinate, like maybe every half an hour, literally, like just having to urinate and urinate.
Sorry, Brig.
And I would have like pain in my side, like in the kidney area, like in my back. And I was feeling like after, like at the end of when I would go to the washroom.
See, she complains a bit about it being the kidney, but now, knowing what we know, it was more than likely, like, kidney function issues, not just Chantal needing to pee more.
It would, like, I don't know how to explain, you know that uncomfortable feeling when you have, like, a UTI? And I just felt nauseous a lot, like, sick to my stomach. So, come to find out, I have a mild, like, a kidney infection. It's not, like, severe.
There it is!
So I'm on antibiotics.
So it was 10 months ago.
For that now, and Slab picked me up some cranberry like extract that helps with like this issue at the pharmacy. And I'm trying to drink a lot of water. And just you know, I'm so tired from this. Hi, baby girl. And you know, I'm just trying to feel better, so I'm resting a lot and yeah, doing what I can. But sometimes I get really tired like this and sometimes I have more energy. It's like, I don't know, it's weird, you know, like when I was in the pool yesterday, I had a lot more energy, but I was still not feeling the greatest. And I'm just drinking a lot of water, try to flush it out. So I
don't know if she's better or worse now. Probably worse.
Yeah. Really want to try to be super careful.
Fantastic.
What I put into my body. You know, it's critical at this point. I don't want to have kidney damage. I know people who have had uncontrolled type 2 and they were on dialysis, and eventually, you know, the person I knew specifically is no longer with us, sadly. And I don't know how much damage is already done to my kidneys, but I don't want to have like kidney failure.
Shocking that you were able to have this like moment of clarity 10 months ago and did literally nothing. Actually, you probably only made things worse.
So I'm trying to repair whatever damage is done, and I'm gonna do whatever I have to do on my part to do that, even if it's suffering, like through the discomfort of the change and the, you know, trying to take control of my eating disorder and, you know, food addiction and stuff like that. So yeah, another kind of bleak video, but I hope that it will have a happy ending. And
I know, chiming in from April 2025, no, bleak.
not an abrupt one, and I can just like keep going and doing wonderful things in life. I don't think I've fully lived. I don't feel like I have, because I've done some really interesting, fun things in life, but I've always done them with a shadow hovering over. I have to follow up after the antibiotics are done with another urinalysis and blood test and see how the kidneys are doing, but
Oh, maybe she should go and get that checked out since she was going to the clinic for Bertha.
inshallah
She should probably do that.
this will help it. And, you know, as long as I do my part, and just pray, do my part and pray. That's all I can do. So anyways, guys, thank you for listening to me. I always say that I feel like I have a lot of time, which is why I don't take myself seriously, and now I don't feel like I have a lot of time at all, so, to deal with these issues. So
Oh yeah, what happens if that boil, since it just popped by itself, what's the chances she gets cellulitis now? I mean, that's a possibility. Ooh, imagine cellulitis inside like a tennis ball sized like boil. Ow.
things can go, when you have like diabetes like that and you start having chronic health issues because of it, things can go from bad to worse and like that. So, and I, you know, I know a lot of people tried to warn me about that, and you know, it's true, you know, it's true, it can get really bad. So anyway, thank you for listening. I always feel a bit better after I talk it out, and you know, I just didn't want to share at the time what was going on. I didn't feel like it. I was kind of just down and not feeling too good.
Oh, one makes a good point. One says there's a chance everywhere the juices touch can also get infected. Ew.
I'm still not feeling too good, but I am going
Ew. That shower. Ew.
to. I am working on, you know, getting healthy. I haven't eaten anything today, but I woke up late. I don't feel terribly hungry right now. Head
It's not Bertha's juices.
hunger, yes. I have that nagging head hunger, but physical hunger, I haven't been feeling well. Like I said, I have some nausea, so yeah, just gonna tell it to shut up and go away and leave me the heck alone for a change.
Okay, well, shut up and go away. All right, chat, we're done with the catch-up. It turns out, 10 months later, Chantel's changed absolutely nothing about her health, and it's actually just gotten worse. So, spoilers, everyone knew that was going to happen. But, I'm going to go. So, thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. For those of you on the rewatch, thank you for your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, that'd be greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a fabulous day today. Please make sure you brush your hair and your teeth, wash your face, get your steps in. Hug a loved one. Don't be a dumpster fire on the internet. Take your healthcare seriously. Don't get a visit from Bertha. Fingers crossed. Stay away from the juices. Thank you all so much for being here. You've been great, and I've been Pulpy. And I will see you all in the next